everyone, so I have Miss Sylvie here and my dog Weston. He did not want to get out of the chair, and so he's gonna be in the video with us, or he might just decide to jump out. We will see. But anyway, here's this sweet girl. I'm hoping that you guys can see her okay, but she just has on this really adorable little whale ocean themed outfit on. It's one of the very first outfits that I bought for her when I knew that she was officially going to be my doll. And it is a Carter's preemie size. I would say it fits her pretty good. It's a little bit more on the tight side depending on how you guys like your fit. So if you're planning on getting the Teona sculpt, just keep that in mind. But anyway, I literally just put this outfit on her like 2 days ago. So I wanted to make a video, but I didn't want to change her again. What I'm doing is I have this bottle here, and I'm just going to be doing a little feeding with her. This is my first time, I think, actually trying out a bottle with her, so we will see how it goes. This is real formula, but I got it when it was already expired, so a real baby couldn't use it anyway. Now I just kind of use it as a prop, but yeah, it's literally been expired since, I think I looked at the package, it was 2016, so definitely not good for real baby use. But today I kind of just want to make like a fun, like cheerful, kind of happy video about, you know, why I love this hobby so much and like what kind of, you know, keeps me like into it and still happy and excited and all of that. Sorry that took me a minute there, you guys. She has a tongue, which this is, I think, one of my first or only silicone dolls with a tongue, and that makes it a little bit harder to get a bottle in. So just a new thing for me there. I'm hoping you guys can still see her okay. But anyway, I feel like over time, my, you know, reasons why I've like loved this hobby or been in this hobby have been kind of the same. I mean, it might have changed a little bit over time, but I am just someone who's always loved dolls. And so this hobby was bound to come for me. I think, you know, when I was really, really little, I just did regular, you know, baby dolls. I loved my stuffed animals. And then as I got a little bit older, I got really into American Girl dolls, which I think it's kind of funny. A lot of people here who, you know, started the Reborn hobby kind of a little bit younger. I think a lot of other people have also had like Reborn or American Girl dolls or like Baby Alives or things like that. And so, you know, it's just a gateway drug. No, I'm just kidding. But that's definitely how this hobby first caught my eye. Is I think I've told this story many times in my channel, but me and my grandma were looking for a blue baby doll for my cousin because most baby dolls are pink, but boys like baby dolls too. So we were trying to find my cousin like a boy baby doll, and I came across realistic Ashton Drake dolls, and I really, really wanted one. Bought one, was super disappointed, and it kind of through that I also found Reborns via like YouTube. If any of you guys have been here for a really long time, the first videos that I got like super obsessed with were Reborns Rock, if you guys remember her channel. But yeah, I've just been such a sucker for dolls my whole life. And so this hobby, you know, has brought me a lot of joy really since I was probably like 2 or 3. Just a doll hobby in general. And so that's kind of just been something, and I've just always loved babies as well. I'm not very good with kids, to be honest. I work kind of like in a field where you have the opportunity to work with kids, and I very specific told my fieldwork coordinator when I first was, you know, finishing graduation, like I do not want to work in pediatrics. Please give me anything else. And so I think babies are just so precious, but it's kind of funny because I'm like not someone who I would say I'm like particularly really good with babies or really good with kids. I just think that they're so precious, and of course, like when anyone has a baby, I'm like, let me hold. But as soon as, you know, they start crying, I'm like, all right, where's mom? But anyway, so yeah, that's like kind of the nice thing about Reborns. And silicone dolls is like you have that like precious realism, you have the weight of that, and you have like kind of like the joy that like sparks, but you know, without having, you know, any screaming, crying, pooping, anything like that, you know, or growing up, which is all great. So I think that those are like kind of like the two main draws for me. I've also always been a very creative person, and so I think Reborns have always kind of been a draw to me for that as well, is like the artwork that goes into these dolls is just incredible and like really fascinating to me. And I think that, you know, there's a lot of other Reborn collectors out there that can relate, that like do art stuff of their own. I personally, like, if you guys are ever interested in this kind of stuff too, I can do a little bit more of this on my channel, but I'm really into crocheting, knitting. I always have a crochet and knit project going on. Actually right now I have a knitted project that I'm working on specifically for Sylvie. It's like a little christening gown, and so I'm super excited about that. The last thing I have to finish though are the sleeves. And if you guys have ever knitted something with tiny little sleeves, you know how much of a headache it is. I need to get myself some double pointed needles, but in the meantime I'm trying to do the magic loop method and I am like just not enjoying it. So that part's gonna take me a little while. But I also really enjoy, I've gotten back into like drawing and coloring. So I've done like some more cartoony portrait stuff. And I like to do like markers and colored pencils to fill those in. I wouldn't say I'm good at drawing or that sort of thing, but it's fun. That's more the point. And so I think that I can like appreciate all the little bits that go inside of making a doll realistic, because you know, even though I haven't tried making or painting a doll before, I know how much like work and love into that, and so I think it just kind of makes this hobby even more special. And I love how it's not just, you know, a piece of art that you hang up, and of course you enjoy that, looking at it every day, but I love how Reborns are like an interactive art. I love being able to change my dolls into fun new stuff. Although I haven't done like a feeding with Reborn or Silicone in a really long time, I actually am really enjoying this. It's very relaxing. And so yeah, the art piece has just always been a big draw for me. Is that kind of stuff just makes me so happy. And kind of as I said earlier, is I've definitely gotten into kind of combining my hobbies, and I like making artsy stuff for my Reborns. So I've already made like a couple of knitted and crocheted items for them. Like I said, if you guys are interested in that, let me know. I can always make a video and kind of show you guys what I've made for them. Some have been very successful and great attempts, and some have been kind of meh. But that's kind of just what happens when something is handmade. So I made that. I made a couple of like sewed items for them. Like I made my own baby nest, which I really, really like. I would definitely recommend, if any of you guys are sewers, making like a baby nest that fits like a smaller newborn baby, especially if you guys collect newborns. I know most people do. A lot of the baby nests out there are of course for bigger babies, because you know, newborns don't stay this size for very often or for very long. So I think making your own baby nest is really nice. Maybe not like quite as realistic as maybe having the actual thing, but I think it just positions the doll better. So yeah, I'm trying to think of like, you know, anything else. I mean, of course, there's also like the creative aspect of like making videos. I haven't really made like a super creative video in a long time. I used to do like a lot of role play videos, and those are a lot of work. They were fun, but they're a lot of work, so not really something that I'd probably do in the near future, but you never know. Never say never. And I've been trying really hard, as I said in my last video, to get back into the photography side of things. My new house has a lot better lighting than where I was living previously. There's windows everywhere in this house, and there's skylights, and even though today you're probably not getting the best lighting because it's kind of a rainy, dreary day outside, I feel like I can still get a lot better photos, which has been pretty exciting for me. So I kind of got myself like a list of photo ideas, and I'm still going through that, so I'm trying to post at least once a week. We'll see how that goes. Feel free to follow me. My handle is Rosie Reborns, same as my YouTube. So yeah, and if you guys have Instagram, please let me know in the comments what it is, because, you know, after not really doing a whole lot with Instagram in a long time, I found that a lot of the people that I used to follow are like not really on Instagram anymore. So I am definitely looking for like some new fun accounts to follow, or if you guys have any suggestions of like accounts that you really like, either on YouTube or Instagram, please let me know, because I found that the algorithm for both Instagram and YouTube lately has been kind of meh. So please let me know too in the comments what you guys enjoy about this hobby. I am gonna slowly pull this bottle out of her mouth there. And I have this burp cloth here. Let me see, I just set the bottle to the side. This burp cloth, I wanna say, is like maybe even one of my burp cloths from when I was a baby. It's got this like, you know, little chick print on it, and it does look very like 90s, 2000s era baby clothes, which sometimes I kind of like. I feel like those like vintage baby items are kind of fun. But anyway, let's give her a little burp. Her hair just gets so staticky, especially I've noticed when like it's kind of dry, which I live like in Colorado, so it's always dry, but you know, whatever. And as I was telling you guys, I think in a different video, she has a ball jointed neck, which I wasn't sure if I would like, but I think that it I think that it rotates a little bit better than if she had a fixed head and was just like a marshmallowy silicone. I think it looks a little bit more natural when she moves her neck, but I can kind of see the draw for either one, because if you're like really looking at it in like a picture or video, like you can definitely see the seam. So yeah, there's pros and cons for everything with dolls. Just depends on personal preference. But yeah, this will probably be the end of the video. I'm gonna give her a little bit more cuddles. Ooh, and the whole time her little tag is sticking out of her britches. Fix that. But yeah, same sort of things as usual. If you guys have any ideas for other videos, just let me know, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.